Do you know how much of your data budget is lost to hidden ingestion costs? As you can see in this graph, ingestion costs can account for 20 to 30% of an organization's total data warehouse expenses. You might not be aware of what data ingestion costs are and how you can reduce yours. Let's start by explaining ingestion costs. Cloud storage destinations offer near infinite scalability. The more data you can move and centralize, the deeper and richer the insights to better serve your customers, improve operational efficiency, and accelerate innovation. However, the compute resources needed to ingest the data incur costs. That means you have less budget for new data initiatives like predictive analytics, data applications, machine learning, and AI. Let's zoom in to understand how and when these costs are incurred. Ingestion costs are incurred when data is moved into your chosen destination. The volume of data you want to move, the frequency of data transfer, and the amount of cleaning or transformation needed drive up the amount of compute resources required. As a result, drives up ingestion costs. Let's look at an example here where we have a table with 3 rows. One row is updated and one row is added within the data source. Ingest costs are incurred when these changes are merged with the existing data in the destination table. So how can you reduce these costs? By using the Fivetran Managed Data Lake service, which covers the cost of data ingestion. The Fivetran Managed Data Lake service is a new differentiated offering that brings data warehouse-like functionality to data lakes. Through catalog integration, which controls access and provides fine-grained permissions, automated ingestion with automatic conversion to Iceberg or Delta Lake open table formats, and support for updates, inserts, and deletes, and table maintenance through continuous snapshot and orphan file maintenance. This architecture is helping enterprises overcome some of the emerging challenges they face, namely the operational and compliance challenges of having multiple copies of data throughout the organization. A universal storage layer architecture reduces the number of copies of data for streamlined compliance. It centralizes governance for consistent access control and permissioning, and it standardizes data types to facilitate interoperability, which in turn allows you to choose the best downstream consuming service for your use case, reducing vendor lock-in, and finally, since the Fivetran Managed Data Lake service incurs the data lake ingestion compute costs, you reduce your overall TCO. Try out the Fivetran Managed Data Lake service to see how much you can save on data ingestion.